Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you are about to see here. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video and spending some time with me. I am going to be going over my weekly side income report, I guess, with you guys and kind of break down how much money I was able to bring in and from what venues. I've got my calculator ready, I've got my pen ready, and I've already gone to the bank to take out the money. So that is ready as well. This is a little side note. I am going to do variable cash envelope stuffing separately, as well as sinking funds will also be separate. I like to keep everything contained and kind of in its own lane, just in case there are people out there who are just interested in one, but maybe not the other. So I'm going to open up my budget planner, which is a happy planner that I have converted into all things money for myself. And I will open up first. I'm going to back up just a little bit so you can have a better view. I'm going to open up first to the monthly view so I can actually plug in the numbers and show you guys the actual amounts that I was able to bring in and how they stack up to what I had originally anticipated. So as you can see, Instacart is on Wednesday and Grubhub is on Thursday. They are very timely, so it's kind of like Instacart is there when you wake up in the morning. It's already in your bank, well, depending on your bank, but they're very timely with their deposits. And the same with Grubhub. It's like as soon as I check my bank account in the morning, it is already there. So yesterday was Instacart and today was Grubhub. So I am happy to say that I exceeded my expectations with Instacart. But the trade-off for that was I did not meet my expectations for Grubhub. So it's a little tricky, I guess, kind of deciding which one to do. So if you're just doing one, of course, it's a no-brainer. You can do Grubhub, DoorDash. There's all kinds of delivery services, including Amazon. If you get involved with Amazon, you know, with the pay that they give you, taxes will already be taken out, but that's not the case for these delivery services. The delivery services are based on their delivery algorithm, so they kind of figure how much they're going to pay you per mile, and, you know, per order and things like that. Plus you make tips. So, when you get paid, and this is something that I talked about in my previous video, you have to plan on taking enough taxes out to cover yourself come tax time next year. So that's what I worked on in my last video, and it was painstaking, but of course, an absolutely necessary evil because there is no way I could cough up all this money come, you know, February or March or April of next year. There's just no way I would have that extra. Plus, it would feel like a real hit to my bank account if I had to do that all at once. So I decided to take out all the money I needed to up until this point, and then today I will also be taking out enough to cover these paychecks. I'm calling them paychecks, pay deposits. So I had anticipated $700 with Grubhub. And as I said, I didn't quite meet that, and that's because I started to focus a little bit more on Instacart. And as you can see, my first paycheck with Instacart was $19.49. So this was for one order, one delivery. So you do the shopping and you deliver it. So not a big deal. Instacart gives you a lot of information as far as what's involved in the order, so you can see ahead of time what you'll be shopping for. So if you see an order that is like, you know, 12 2-liters of, you know, pop, and then also like, I don't know, 10 things of Tide detergent, and that's too heavy for you, you can always pass on that order. It also tells you exactly how far away the person's home is from the store you'll be shopping in. So really nice, very helpful. With Grubhub, it's a little bit different. You get the order, you know what restaurant you're going to, you know ahead of time how much you're going to be making, but you don't necessarily know where that person's house is going to be until you get into the order. So I mean, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. You're still in the same area you sign up for, but still, it is nice to have that information ahead of time before you accept. So last time, as I said, wait, Wednesday the 3rd. All right, I had to make sure I was like, I don't know, something in my head. Wednesday the 3rd was my first paycheck with them, so that meant I did one order before then, and I got $19.49, which, I mean, that's pretty good. That's $20 for less than an hour's work. for this week, I anticipated 150 because I knew I wanted to spend a little bit more time on this and experiment with this a little bit, but I ended up with $240.92. Now, in my experience, it's more lucrative to do Instacart in the mornings and the early afternoons. It seems like that's when people are ordering grocery orders and things like that. Grubhub seems to be more lucrative in the afternoons to the evenings. So right now, I'm not doing anything in the afternoon right now with Grubhub because I work. Now, I am being furloughed, so I do have more time to spend toward this side hustle venture. But up until then, I was doing the evenings. I was doing all evenings and all day on the weekends. So this is a lot from last weekend, a lot. I mean, honestly, people are, you know how it is. I mean, I do my grocery shopping on the weekend, so I totally understand what that's all about. So I think if I just did Instacart on the weekends and I just hustled like all day, both days, I think that, you know, I could make a decent amount in there and then still concentrate on Grubhub during the week. But again, it just depends. You know, I'm not really sure, and it's still kind of new for me. I haven't even been doing these things for a solid month yet. 1 month will be on June 21st. So we'll see how it plays out, and I'm still kind of, you know, seeing how things work and trying to figure out the best system for me to use my time and also to make the most money during that time. So I'm not really sure why I did it like this, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. I need to go back and I need to pull my 1 week pay, which looks like this. Okay. I want to copy what I've been doing because this is kind of a new setup for me. So as you can see here, last week was a payday for Grubhub and Instacart, and it was also a payday for me at my regular job. So I have both of those listed here. So today, the only thing I did different was I made a thing for 2 boxes, but I don't actually get paid from my job. On this day, I get paid next week. So let me open this up without hitting the camera. So I'm going to write it exactly like I wrote it here, so things are very uniform and I can look back on this and it can be a nice reference for me. So first things first, we're going to write payday number 4. Yes, this is payday number 4 for Grubhub. So payday number 4, Grubhub. And you might hear my dogs snoring. They slept all night, I swear, but they are sleepy creatures. So I had anticipated $700, and I'm sad to say that I didn't reach that. But again, it's still a wash because I was able to make up for that with the Instacart. So my actual for Grubhub was $597.01. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a line here, and then this is payday number 2 with Instacart. If you guys had asked me, you know, which one do you like better, I would have to say Instacart, because I like to grocery shop. I like being in grocery stores and kind of like looking around and, you know, seeing what they have. The only part, I mean, it's not easy work to deliver stuff, you know. I mean, I don't think it is anyway. But I think I like it just because it takes a little bit more time and you get to look around and I don't know, it's just like kind of shopping for yourself. And I honestly, I don't mind that. So I'm going to write up here next to it, sinking funds. And then cash envelopes. And because I don't get paid this week, I have to take out my variable expenses and anything that I want to put into sinking funds and cash envelopes out of this income. So the only thing that you won't see me populating this week is July bills. I'm gonna wait until I get paid from my regular job to put that money toward my July bills. What I'm doing right now is I'm paying all my bills a month in advance, or I'm paying them all on the 1st of the month. So all of June's bills have been paid, and no, that's not true. There's one bill that comes out automatic withdrawal, and I didn't change the date for that, so that hasn't been paid, but I accounted for it. I already like took it out of my account, so to speak, you know, on the notebook where I keep all my expenditures and debits and things like that, but it will come out in a few days as scheduled. But my July bills, now all I'm working for in June is toward variable expenses, sinking funds, and July's bills. So June is already taken care of except for our variables. So sinking funds is kind of a bonus. If I can put money aside for it, I will. If I can't, I won't, because it's not a necessity right now. But my variable expenses include gas money, dog food, groceries, all that kind of stuff that I can't really go without. So I do have to put money aside. So the thing I'm going to do is count out this money, because I was able to take the money from the bank already, so it should be $837. So I'm going to lift this out, oops, just a bit, just like that. All right. So 100, 200, 3, 400, 450, 5, 550, 6, 620, 640, 660, 680, 7, 720, 740, 760, 780, 800, 810, 820, 825, 830, 831, 832, 833, 834, 835, 836, and 837. All right, so $837 is what I brought in. So I'm going to plug that into my calculator, and then I'm going to subtract 20%, because that is the amount that I'm allocating for taxes. So $167.40. So right off the bat, I need to put, in fact, I'm going to do 20. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, and I'm gonna round up to 68. That way my expenses are covered as far as taxes go. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, and 68. All right, so I'm gonna put that here. As you can see, this is my tax money so far for what I've made from Grubhub. So there's $640 here. So I'm gonna add this to it. And this money is going to have to hang out and not be touched for any reason whatsoever, because this is money that I'm going to owe come tax time. And we usually do get a refund for our taxes. So hopefully, you know, some of that will come into play as well, and we're not going to owe every single penny of this. I would say our refund is anywhere around between $2,000 to $3,000 or so. So, you know, hopefully some of that will offset what the extra money that I have made. So I'm just gonna write taxes again, and I had $640 plus 168 is $808. So $808. And that's my taxes. So I have the rest of this money. So what do we have? 100, 2, 3, 4, 455, 556, 620, 640, 650, 660, 665, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So $669, and I will be divvying that up between my cash envelopes and maybe a little bit in sinking funds. I'm not sure, because I just took out a whole ton from sinking funds to cover my taxes. That's actually where I got the first part of this tax money. The $640 came right out of my savings envelope, and I hated to do it, but honestly guys, I had no other place to pull it from, and so I just did what I could, and I tried to make my budget work in a different way. So anyway, this is how much I have to work with. I will be doing this, like I said, in a separate video. You're going to see all the breakdown here. And like I said, I like to do this in separate videos because it is kind of, you know, a separate focus to the budget. So now you guys know how much I made on my side income for last week, and now you'll know how I spend it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribe to my channel. I'd love if you stuck around and did so. Hopefully you guys are all doing well, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.